inherently says that God gets to make the rules because he's the most powerful, right? And so from there, we get to start unraveling a very distorted view of God's character, because we turn God into a creature. We turn God into essentially a reflection of a human being, because God gets angry like we get angry, right? So God is petty like we're petty. I had a conversation with some guys several months ago, and they said, if you really look at it, God's like a dictator. This is somebody who's a conservative Christian, but also believes strongly that God is, he's the creator. So he would call himself a very religious person. Mm-hmm. But his idea was, well, God gets to make the rules and we don't get to have any say in it whatsoever. And my point is not that we have a choice, but there is a reflection in that God cannot get what he wants most from his creation by imposing his will on them. He cannot use might and power. You cannot have might and power to impose worship and fealty and then call it love, because that's the opposite of that.